Hey, City Center Baptist Church family. This is Pastor Brad coming to you from DDQ headquarters. Digging Deeper question number 3 this week asks, John wrote that our hands have touched deity. What does this mean? When did it happen? And why does it matter? I have found myself meditating all week on the Apostle John's comment that Jesus' disciples have touched with our hands the Son of God in 1 John 1, verse 1. This is an extraordinary claim by a mere mortal to make. John is claiming that he, along with the other 11 disciples, and many more besides, had actually touched deity during Jesus' earthly ministry. While the sinless Son of God dwelt on this earth, he literally rubbed shoulders with sinful, fallen humanity. Following Jesus' resurrection, he invited his disbelieving disciples to touch him to see that he was real. Jesus even gave Thomas the opportunity to feel his wounds to prove he had resurrected. This reveals some important truths for us today. First, it shows that the physical world matters. God created the physical universe. We are immersed in a tangible reality. Some argue this world is just an illusion, but they are greatly deluded. We are physical creatures, so we should treat the physical realm with respect, reverence, and as good stewards. We don't wantonly disregard or contaminate the world. We engage it out of reverence for our Creator God. And we must use our physical bodies to glorify God and serve others. Second, it indicates that God was willing to enter into our world to save us. It shows God's heart for us, that he would go to any length to reconnect us and draw us back to himself. He was willing to come in contact, literally physical contact, with people to save us. I imagine Jesus hanging out with his followers, clapping backs, shaking hands, and sharing hugs. John even leaned against Jesus at the Last Supper. We, unfortunately, are becoming used to physical distancing due to the pandemic. But Jesus didn't practice physical distancing. That's the whole point of his incarnation. And lastly, we see that Jesus even allowed sinful people to touch him violently. He was arrested, mistreated, and eventually nailed to the cross by soldiers who manhandled him. What depths of depravity that people would try to kill God. And what depths of love and condescension that our Savior would permit this to take place as part of his predetermined plan to redeem lost sinners to himself. One day, our hope is to be in the presence of our great God and be able to physically feel his loving embrace, knowing we are finally home. This has been Pastor Brad coming to you from DDQ headquarters.